والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. السلام عليكم. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: يبصر أحدكم القذاة في عين أخيه ولا يبصر أو يرى الجذع معترضا في عينه. يبصر أحدكم القذاة في عين أخيه ولا يبصر أو ولا يرى الجذع معترضا في عينه. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, one of you would easily notice the little defect in his brother to the point that he sees that little dirt that results from tears when you sleep around the sides of the eye, which really you need to zoom in before you can see that. You see that and you notice that defect, and in reality a branch of a tree is crossways in your eyes, you don't see it. And look how Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam worded it. الجذع معترضا في عينه, يعني you cannot remove it. You see a big thing in your eyes, you can't see that. You don't feel it, you don't know the defect that you have. But little tiny thing that normally people don't even notice, you see that. For what? To have something to talk about. So when you turn around and you go, you sit and you say, oh, did you see what I saw? I saw this and I saw that. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in this hadith, he wants to do two things. Number one, save us from the sins, and number two, elevate our faith high. Which means save yourself from the sins of backbiting your Muslim brothers and sisters because of little things that they have, and at the same time elevate your faith by purifying your own self, which is very defective, a lot more than the people that you are criticizing. Save yourself from the destructive sins of the tongue, which is backbiting and slandering and such. Because when Aisha radiallahu anha mentioned something simple about Safiya radiallahu anha, which she was short and jealous naturally, and you don't really see it as a major thing, she said to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that Safiya is short. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, لَقَدْ قُلْتِ كَلِمَ لَوْ مُزِجَتْ بِمَاءِ الْبَحْرِ لَأَفْسَدَتْ. You've said something, a word, that if you mix it with the water of the sea, you kill every living thing in it. That's the meaning of أفسدت. Yani it changed its qualities. And when you change the quality or the environment of something, a thing, whatever it is, cannot live in it. One word, short. Can you imagine how many words we talk and how many words we criticize and how many things we say? That is the problem that we have, is we think that we come to a prayer or to a jama'ah prayer, or we fast today, or we give some charity, it cleaned it, it took care of it, we have no problems. And then immediately after we do that act, just before we even make it home, we'll probably criticize before we even leave the masjid or at the door of the masjid. And we think when something happened bad, why God? Why me? Allah ya Shaykh, I pray, I fast, I. And we forget those little things that in our eyes, of course, وَتَحْسَبُونَهُ هَيِّنًا وَهُوَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَظِيمٌ. We think that it's very little, but it's major in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just reflect on that word, short. and true from someone, ضرة, that's Prophet Muhammad's other wife, so it is more than natural for Aisha to be jealous. So she has the reason to say it, and most of us excuse that. What she said is true, and yet Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told her the effect of that word, or how evil that word is. Can you imagine if you do something to the water of the sea that causes everything to die? How devil, how evil you are. The whole world will see you, Muslim or non-Muslim. Nobody wants to kill everything in the sea and ruin the seawater. Yet that word, if it were to be put in real life and real practice and put there, it will do that. So that's my advice to myself and to you, is watch your mouth. That's number one, the advice of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Watch your mouth and work on yourself. It's not just watch your mouth. No, you have so much to work on that you will not have time to really talk about other people. If when we see something bad with other people, we look at ourselves and we say, Allahumma afi. Just like Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, when someone used to compliment him, or some of the Salaf used to say something good about him, he used to make dua. Allahumma la tu'akhidna bima yaqulun, la tu'akhidni bima yaqulun. Oh Allah, don't account me based on what they say. وَاغْفِرْ لِي مَا لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. And forgive me for the things that they don't know. They're not with me all the time. They see me coming to the masjid, they see me talking here and there, but they don't know my real life. They don't know what I work and what I earn and how I deal with my life, with my wife, with my children, when I'm alone. They don't know that. وَاجْعَلْنِي خَيْرًا مِمَّا يَظُنُّونَ. And help me to even be better than what they think about me. This is a beautiful dua, by the way. Yani it has a purification, it has asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. The point is that Salaf knows himself that he is not as good as what people say about him. And that's why he made that dua. If we look at ourselves that we are a lot less than what people think about us, and when we look at other people's defective acts or defective behavior, reflect on ourselves, we would stop talking. You know, some of you might take it in the wrong way. Leave everybody alone and busy with yourself. No, that's not the message. The message is don't backbite, but enjoin good and forbid evil. You see, don't confuse the two things and say, oh, instead of coming and telling him, do this or do that, brother, I have to be busy about myself because I have more problems than that. No, don't mix that. Don't talk behind them. Work on yourself, but enjoy good and forbid evil. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to purify us and to make us better than what people think, and to always make us from those people who enjoy good and forbid evil. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.